Hello, GDQ event staff. My name is Ryan McQuaid, and this is Total Nuclear Annihilation. Forgive me for being a little bit sweaty and worked up. I just finished my most recent run, and we figured we'd film the intro after the fact. So we did get a good submission video that should show off what could be expected from a speed run of this game, but I figured we'd just go over the game, the history behind it, and just a little bit about what we're trying to do here. So this, as I said, is Total Nuclear Annihilation. It is from a company called Spooky Pinball. It is designed by one Scott Denisi. It is his first game he ever designed. He designed it as a homebrew pinball game, which then got produced by a major manufacturer because it got so popular. He's a good friend of mine and has been on the couch for me for previous marathons where we've actually had this in a marathon before. It was in Fast Pace for Headspace. I don't remember what year it was, but we had a great time on the stage for that. And so it is significant in that it is the first pinball machine that you can beat. So it can be won, it can be defeated, the game ends when you are done, as opposed to just looping like most pinball machines do. So as a result, obviously, if it can be defeated, it can be speedrun, and it kind of begs to be speedrun. So I've been a huge enthusiast of this game since it was released, and now I'm really happy to call both the developer a close friend, but this is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I am currently the world record holder for this category, which is just beat the game, all 9 reactors. I would have to look up the actual time. I believe it's somewhere around 15 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'll take you through the steps required in order to beat the game, so you don't have to listen to me explain it while I'm playing, although I do try to do my best to do that as well. So the game is very, very simple. It is a 4-step process that is incredibly easy to learn, but it's very hard to master and to actually do. So that's why it became very addicting for a lot of players who just thought it was a very good skill check. So like the rules are understandable by anyone. So you only, in order to beat this game, you only need to know 4 things. So there is a 4-step process. Step 1 is we have these 3 targets right in the center here. That's called the keypad. You'll see these 9 lights here. A number of those lights will be blue or off, and your goal is you need to hit them to turn all of those targets pink. Once all 9 of those targets, or all these lights, have turned pink from you hitting the targets, you complete step 1. Step 2 is you need to enter the reactor by placing 1 shot into this scoop right here where it says start reactor and mystery. That's the entire step. Then you will be treated to a nice light show, and the reactor will start and advance you to phase 3. Phase 3, you need to shoot the left and right orbit shots, which will then go up and around and drop into the reactor core. Your goal in a reactor core is to just get the ball to bounce around and hit as much stuff as it possibly can in order to advance this display here to 100. Once that's your temperature gauge, and once you reach that and it goes over maximum, the reactor is now critical, and you return to the bottom half of the playfield to finish the reactor. So once you come down, a number of these targets, RAD, destroy, and the pop bumper over here will light up red and white. Once you clear all of those targets, the reactor will blow up, and you start the process over again with the keypad of the next reactor. You do this 9 times, and upon finishing your final target on the 9th reactor, it will explode, the world will end as we know it, and the game ends as well. If you have any balls remaining at the end of the game, the game will automatically plunge them, and then you will be given a large point award, but the game is in fact over. So you will get, that's where you hit time. Time is on the 9th reactor target being hit, and it's very obvious. There's a very large, exciting show when you do it, and it's quite satisfying. So this game is also very versatile in that you can, in the operator's menu, so if you're the owner of the game, you can go in and you can change the number of reactors required to beat the game. In fact, I have had some friends over that were speedrunners of other games, and I set this game to 1 reactor speedruns, and we played it for 5 hours because they were addicted. So shout outs Amber and Jay, who actually probably put me up to this to begin with. So yeah, that's that's basically the rundown of the game and what we're trying to do. While we're playing the game, we'll try to show off some high-level flipper maneuvers and high-level pinball things. So we'll be describing the various types of catches we do to get control of the ball, the various tricks and skips, just like any other speed run. So there are shortcuts, there are skips, there are a couple glitches. The glitches are a little rare because you have to set things up perfectly, and it's pinball. You're not in direct control like you are in another game, so you can't exactly go for frame perfect tricks. You just kind of have to set up the conditions and then get it just right. But if we can exploit them, we will. I think that's just about it. And yeah, so the goal has, I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. I used to watch Pinball Done Quick alongside of the main stage GDQ. I understand there was some issues with the way they ran some kind of raffle, which was unfortunate, but it should not reflect on pinball as a whole. But I would love to bring this game to the stage as opposed to playing it remotely. We can and have played it remotely, but it also fits in my car, and I would love to bring it down and play it live on the stage. I would love to teach people how to play and just raise awareness for pinball in general. Also, I want to start a movement in pinball for speedrunning. There is a small side website for pinball speedruns, but currently pinball is not allowed on speedrun.com. I have submitted this game to speedrun.com, and it unfortunately was rejected because they said they wanted to have it be video games, and I thought that was unfortunate because we speedrun everything, and why stop at video games? This is still a game, and it's still it's a perfectly good experience, and I think more people would enjoy pinball more if they could get into that as well. So anyway, it's been a long day, so I'm going to call this. I had exactly 1 day to film my submission because I'm going to be out of town for work for the entire submission window. So I just wanted to get something recorded tonight. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody. Trans rights. All right, back at it again. We are, what is it? 1 in 4 for successful runs today. One out of 4, rather. The first one was pretty fast, but I forgot to start the timer, so I'll have to retime that later. I don't think it was a world record or anything, but it was definitely a good run. So maybe we can just add that timer over it if I can't get another run in. Because again, just finishing this game is very, very difficult. Only a handful of players in the world can beat this game. So let's give it another try. All right, so time starts when I plunge the first ball. I'm going to set up my skill shot to where I think it's going to go, and then I'm going to reach over and I'm going to hit my timer. I found out I'm very unable to split alone, and I don't have an auto splitter for this yet, but maybe we'll work on one of those. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, get it. Yes! Okay. Super skill shot. Usually skips 2 phases by going into the scoop there, but the super skill shot will complete the keypad, which completes the first stage for you immediately, and then usually drops into the scoop, but this time it rode over. So that was only skipping 1 phase by making that skill shot. Anyway, so step 1 is you have to finish the keypad in the middle of the game, turn them all pink, or skip them with the super skill shot like I did. Step 2 is you need to enter the reactor by hitting the scoop on the left side right here. And step 3 is you want to drop into the reactor core like I just did there, and you want to bounce around and cause havoc until that display shows 100. And then step 4, which we're on right now, is you want to go down to the lower side of the playfield, and you have to hit every target that is blinking white and red, and that will finish the reactor. So I just hit right in between, and apparently we're going right for multi-ball, because I didn't even realize that, but that should be fine. We're going to take a couple quick shots at it. Come on, hit that target. Sometimes there we go. All right, so now the process starts over, and we are just going to work on the keypad for phase 1 again. So we do this 9 times for a total of 9 destroyed reactors, and then the world is destroyed and we win. This is the first pinball machine that you can actually win, and the game will end. when that is achieved. So that's why we are starting to speedrun it. Come on, slingshots. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Okay, there we go. Nope, I still missed. So, all right, we're now on reactor 2. We start the process over, finish the keypad, enter the reactor, and now we're in the third phase. We want to make the reactor critical up top. So there we go. Top lanes and all the side targets will do that. We're at 99 and there's 100. And the next thing we want to do is hit all of these targets on the bottom that are blinking white and red. Come on, get down here. So after reactor 2, actually, you know what? We're just going to send it. Send it. So normally you want multi-ball, which is more than one ball on the playfield at the same time, to finish the keypad and final the destroy phases. But in the early game, you can get away with doing this in single ball because it's a little safer. You know, if the game ever gives me the darn ball back. There we go. Thank you. And this is very dangerous, shooting at these targets directly, which is why typically I will use multi-ball for this. But anytime we can sneak through without doing that is a little bit of a time save. So right now I'm just trying to stay alive and pop a ball right into that scoop up there. But mostly the whole stay alive thing. So what I just did there is I'm working on my locks. So that shot up here is the lock. And I need to dig all the way through there and hit the scoop in the back of it in order to relight my locks to do another multi-ball. So I eventually will need that. Now that we're on reactor 3, the kind of grindy, not grind, but the typical. Ooh, nice, a lock relight. I wasn't even aiming for that. So this is the more typical pattern of the game. What we want to do is we want to finish the third phase here in single ball play because it's really hard to get a ball up there, as you can see, especially if the balls are all in each other's way and you're not able to aim. This is a very slow run because the ball just keeps bouncing all over the place and not coming to me. And I missed that, so that's not good. All right, so we're gonna send it up there, miss again, a little catch, send it up there again. So yeah, what we want to do is we want to beat phase 3 in single ball, and we want to make sure we have multi-ball throughout all of phases 1 and 4. Phase 2 doesn't really matter. It's just a one shot, so you can do it either in or out of multi-ball. But for this phase and the one afterwards, I definitely want multi-ball. So you're going to see me throwing balls up into the lock there. Let's try to kick it around and get a quick lock. The backflip there, just like that. So that is the lock quick shot. You get actually points for that, where you let the ball plunge all the way around, you let it dead bounce off of your left flipper, and then you backflip it into the lock with your right flipper. So right now I need that R. Oh my god, I dropped the multi-ball. That's unfortunate. And I can't hit the R to save my life. I swear to god I hit it right there, but it didn't count. Alright, whatever.
Stand by for extra ball.
This is pretty darn slow.
Shoot again.
Secret skill shot. That's when you do the lock quick shot to start a ball. If I hit this shot, we'll keep the run going. Alright, I got it. And it immediately destroyed the reactor. Alright, we're back, baby. We're back. And the keypad's done. Oh, that was actually quite fast. Okay, we're making up for that time. We're making up for that time. Reactor online. So now we're in the phase that is better done in single ball, but we are in multi-ball. However, if we're able to complete it anyway during multi-ball, that means we can skip an entire phase of relighting locks. So I did manage to get through there. However, I still need to complete the reactor and the keypad in order to get the true time save. So right now I'm just trying to hit that little target on the left side, which is the hardest target to hit in the game on purpose, just because of the angle involved. And I got it just in time. That'll save the other ball. And now we need the keypad. If we can save the keypad, then we skip the cycle. And I just got a lane save for my multi-ball, which gives me 10 seconds of ball save that I can freely shoot at this thing without fear. And as long as I can do this, let's try to catch this and send it right in there. Yup, and one more. There it is.
Reactor unlocked.
So you love to see it. That's the cycle skip on Reactor 4? Yeah, that was Reactor 4. Alright, so we got a cycle skip on 4. That feels good, man. Feels good. Ooh, what a drop catch! That was... Can I... Ooh, complete. Nope. Okay. Yes! Alright. So now we're right back in here again. And we want to try to finish... If we can get a double cycle skip, I will... Even if I game over, I will upload this run.
2x jackpot.
Because that never happens. Alright, keypad. All day keypad.
Jackpot.
Ooh, we got the ball stuck. What's going to happen? Oh yeah, it's going to save itself. Alright.
Jackpot.
Just need the keypad done. Without draining. Alright, caught the lane save, so we keep the multi-ball alive. And we keep ourselves alive. Alright, one more hit on that. Yeah, there it is, the double cycle skip. This run went from cursed to blessed so fast. Alright, and I don't even care that that ball was gone. I don't even care. Alright, that was great. Alright, so let's take stock of the situation. We want to start re-lurking on those locks on the left. Ooh, there we go. Pink moved to the left, so I'm going left. Stay up there. Stay up there. Light locks? Light locks for time save? Nope. We got complete keypad, which would be really valuable if you get it at a certain kind of the game, but... Or a certain time in the game, rather. There we go. That's why I like to keep my ball save on the right out lane, because I can very quickly move it to the left, but it doesn't matter. I got caught playing with my food. That's okay. Get down here. Let's go.
Shoot again.
I'm going to go to the O, and we're going to send it up, and it's not going to go all the way. That was unfortunate. So now my lock is lit for free because I died, which is the only good thing about dying. Oh, come on. Stay up there. All right, let's be cheeky. Throw it in the lock and try to replunge. I'm going to go a little bit harder this time. And it was too hard, of course. It's very difficult to intentionally get the Goldilocks zone right there and get it in there. All right, give me a double dead bounce. Just trying to chase those pink orbit shots right now. Give it a bump to the left, get it to the flipper, and there we go. We are good. All right, so that took a little longer than I wanted, but that's okay. We're gonna try to let the ball down like gently here. I honestly wanted to slow down and stop. There we go. All right, do a double dead bounce to get to my flipper, and we're gonna go into the lock. A nice backhand. And I'm actually going to try to do a short plunge, and nope, I failed. So let's try to get it into the scoop and do a catch. Yep, there we go, perfect. And let multi-ball rip. So again, now we're just working on those red and white targets, and then the keypad. There's one. I think all we need is the R now. My ball saver is over, so I would love to catch a lane save. Keep it going. Get that one out of the way and shoot the R. And the ball, I will get a ball save for finishing the reactor. And then I caught a lane save, so we are golden right now. So nice 5 more seconds of safety to shoot at the keypad where nothing bad can happen to us. Still going to trap up that ball. There we go. And finish the keypad, and right afterwards go into that scoop. Oh, that feels good. This is... Okay, this is turning into a blessed run real fast. I really hope I started the darn timer this time. Alright, we got some good wiggles, but it still wasn't enough to keep it in there. The C lane is the worst lane for staying up here. Especially if I have a ball on the right flipper and I'm trying to keep it there. Just to cycle skip. Alright, I don't want jackpots, but okay. Whatever, we'll just drain it. Alright, I just accidentally got some lock targets down, or one lock target down. Give me a little wiggle to stay up there. There we go. There we go. Come on, keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Yeah. Alright, come down nice and peaceful. Beautiful. And now we want to work on those locks again. So, we only got one down. Alright. So we just got to dig a little bit to get to the others. Any targets we hit in the meantime are just gravy. There, we got our locks lit again, and unfortunately that's slow, but it's not going to kill us because we do get a ball save for lighting the locks. And hopefully I'll get another little ball save when it kicks out of the scoop here if it doesn't decide to be rude and roll over. All right, here we go. Or it'll kick right down the middle. That's rude. So you know what? We'll do the other plunge, which is shorter, a little faster. Come on, roll down. Good, 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 good. All right, that was a little slow. That whole exchange was a little slow, but I'm not going to complain because, again, we got to double cycle this run. All right, let's do one more quick short plunge. And we give it a little bump off the wall there so that it doesn't hit the slingshot. All right, not quite far enough. I'll take that. I'll take that. So I guess I should mention dangers. So when I bump the game around, sometimes the game will say danger and even tilt. And that means I shook the game too much. And my penalty is I lose the ball in play. You get 2 warnings that will say danger before you get, before you actually tilt. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Talking and playing is so difficult. I can't wait till I actually have a couch for this. Let's catch that lane save on the right. And I'm just going to work on that keypad. Nothing fancy. Get that keypad right there. That's a keypad shot. Nice shot. Grab. I don't care. I don't care if that drops. It's going to come back. That one's not coming back. Ooh, but I got the... Yo, I got the scoop. Oh, that was a bad bounce. That's okay. That's okay. We want single ball for this anyway. All right. We have Reactor 8. That is the serious time music. See if we can do a quick post pass. Yeah, there's a post pass. So you flip super early into the post and you change flipper from left to right or right to left. Kind of like a drop catch. Once again, most high-level pinball play involves flipper skills that are all designed to just keep the ball in play and get control of it and like put it where you want it so you can take the shots you want. Okay, so that was not a good thing out of the scoop there, but I am going to get a catch. No, I'm not going to get a catch. Okay. Let's do the double dead bounce, and then we'll catch it here. So now we have to work on the locks again. We haven't gotten lucky with the mystery all day. I'm actually just going to take a pot shot at one of those targets because I didn't like that feed. I didn't think I was going to catch it. I can catch this one. Yeah, good catch. So again, we bump it off the lane on the right there, just enough so it clears the slingshot without hitting it. And then we do a live catch to slow the ball down. Okay, so we got our locks lit, and we can put one in there. And now we'll start the slow plunge, or the short plunge action, which was working really well before. Yep, that's good. That's very good. Ooh, what's going on here? What do you... My scoop was acting up and giving me some phantom kicks. That means I have a switch issue we have to look at later. But as long as it doesn't affect the game, please catch that. Yes. And multi-ball. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So again, we want to hit this target to finish the reactor. We got 2 left. We got the R on the left side, and we got the destroy on the right. We got the R. Let's try to get that destroy. Beautiful. And the ball came back. All right, last keypad. Last keypad. Here we go. Bring it home. I don't care about this multi-ball as long as this keypad goes down. That ball's gone. Ooh, it's not gone. Air defense. All right, that ball's gone. That's okay. No, I don't like that. Ooh, I do like that. Save that ball. Yes. Okay, we already... What happened there is I caught a lane save at the last minute, and that actually saved one of my balls that had already drained legitimately. So we're still in multi-ball. So now we still just need 2 more hits on that, and we are in the clear. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, got it. Okay. Now we're going to be careful and just try to see what we can do about finishing this off and keeping this multi-ball. We don't need this multi-ball.
2x jackpot.
But if we were able to keep it, we're just that much safer. So, okay. I can't get up there. It's really difficult to get a ball up into the core in multi-ball in this stage. Mostly because while you're aiming at specific shots, your ball will hit the slingshot or the pop bumper, and that switches the side that is lit for pink. And it's very not lenient. So if it changes in the middle of the shot, it will not. It will not let you up there. So right now I'm doing this for safety. I'm on ball 1. What am I doing? Forget this. Just drain. Just drain. That was all a waste of time. We're just going fast. None of this matters. We're on ball 1.
Level 1. Skill shot complete.
Ball save. I don't need the keypad, guys.
Reactor jackpot.
All right, we're going to drop that on purpose so we can get it back up there
Ball save.
fast, I hope. Yup, there we go. Again, this is the final reactor, so it doesn't really matter if we die. I got here with a bunch of extra lives, luckily. Ugh, unfortunate. All right, it's okay. Catch this ball, and then we can go up the left side. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go.
Bonus multiplier increased.
All right, so this is a roller coaster of a run. Let's see if we can close it out. It's probably not a great time, but it sure was entertaining. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to finish around 18, 19 minutes. And that's a good run. That's a very good run. Oh, yes, we get the quick shot there. So now all we need are all these red shots, and the game is over. It will be very obvious when the game is over. All the lights and foils and everything go absolutely ballistic. If I could catch a lane save right now, that would be amazing safety. Oh, time! I hit reset instead of okay. Whoops. There's probably an undo for that. Control. No, whatever. I got excited and hit enter instead of spacebar. Anyway, so now what happens is the game is over. We've beaten it. Total nuclear annihilation has been achieved. And every ball we have remaining is going to kick into play, and it's going to give us a huge bonus. And then we are on to the high score screen. So let's be a little cheeky. Or, you know, we could spell it right. GDQ, I hope you like this, and let's get pinball back into GDQ, shall we? All right, that was a good run. I'm really happy with the double cycle skip in that, and we showed off a couple of things. So yeah, total nuclear annihilation. Please consider us.